better ingredients, better pizza. That was a fat ass intro. But which My Hero Academia game in this series is actually the best arena fighter or fighting game? I've done research and I've gone back to day one versions of all of the My Hero Academia video games. I've sat on it for 30 days and it's time to actually answer this question. Now I broke this video down in 5 categories. Those categories are: who has the best single player content overall? How is the customization overall? Who has the better online experience? Finally, which one got the better gameplay? This is gonna be the hard one. Lock in, I don't have to tell you all the YouTuber stuff that I need y'all to do. Let's get it. I also gonna know I'm gonna have to, actually you can do part 3 into that in this game, but you can't do it, and shut the fuck up, we ain't doing that. Damn, man. Let me cook. Fuck. Story mode. This one's gonna be debatable for certain people, because there's like, do you want more? Do you want quality? Because you know everybody ain't got money in this world. Well, Croatia should be giving more money to anime games because they got so much anime money. But you get the point. Do you want one beautiful cohesive story arc, or do you want a game that covers the full story? My Hero 1's Justice 2 story covers all the way from the provisional licensing exam to the Hasakai arc with overhaul in the game story. And one thing that's commonly complained about in this game is the picture cutscenes, the slideshows. People hate that in this community. I like visual novels. Tsukihime that gas, nigga. Point stands, this is where, in my honest opinion, My Hero 1's Justice completely fucking loses. Especially around that time when everybody was heavily hell-bent on how good the anime was for a lot of people. I mean, I like it, but it don't do anything crazy. The best thing about My Hero 1's Justice 2 story mode is the few cutscenes towards the end of the story and some of the Hasakai arc, the Mafia arc of My Hero. And the final boss was hard as fuck. Like, they know how to make some hard ass bosses. Somebody been playing Elden Ring in their studio. But this is where I gotta get a first winner to My Hero All's Justice. My Hero All's Justice covers the final arc, the war arc of Boku no Hero Academia. My Hero All's Justice did what My Hero 1 Justice 2 didn't. One, they had some picture slideshows and cutscenes, but they animated them to be more visual novel-esque, meaning it's a little bit more entertaining than seeing screenshots from the anime or manga you probably read before you bought this game. What I really like about My Hero's All's Justice story mode is that it's not a CC2 story mode, but it's very well done in how they do things. In both the games, you have roadmaps where you can play with different characters, but you get to see how everything plays out wherever you want to go in the war arc, meaning you can make the war arc as cohesive as you want to if you have problems in the anime or manga. Plus, a lot of the cutscenes are really high quality. I didn't think Biking had this shit in them. Like, what the fuck?
They'll always be here, reassuring me.
And also, I have to say, if you thought Overhaul was hard, fucking final boss of this game is bullshit. Like, until you learn the patterns, it is OD annoying as hell. Let me get my hot take out the way so I can explain this to everybody. I don't care about anime games having a story mode personally. However, I know it's a part of the package, so I do care to some extent. The reason why I don't care about anime game story mode is that they too damn easy and they're not even hard remotely. You cannot spam your way through that boss at all. You have to actually learn how to dodge and play around the game systems and understand the mechanics at this point to beat that boss. You have to do it 7 fucking waves. That's longer than Sephiroth in Kingdom Hearts fucking 2 with his health bar, bruh. So if they were harder and they offered more challenge to them for me, I would have more fun with them. But the winner goes to My Hero All's Justice in the story mode department. Now, this is where My Hero All's Justice instantly fucking loses. I'm not gonna go into huge detail, but a lot of customization pieces are very standardized and bare bones compared to how they did it in 1's Justice 2. All's Justice does give out these like codes that you can put in for different colors, and they have some pieces, but it's a massive downgrade compared to 1's Justice 2 customization. I mean, I was damn near customizing almost everything of a character if I could in 1's Justice 2. This one I just feel like, alright, I don't care, I'm gonna pick a color, a scheme, and call it a damn day. I have to give credit to All's Justice here though. I believe in base game they do have a lot more costumes that they give you if you pre-order than I believe what 1's Justice 2 did back in the day, but I could be wrong on that, because I know 1's Justice 2 has a lot of costume DLC and things of that nature. So we're not gonna spend too much time on customization, because I know that's a big thing for a lot of people, but the winner of that has to go to My Hero 1's Justice 2. Now, the next one is very interesting. Which game has the better online experience for y'all? Now, here's why it's a slippery slope to just instantly say one winner or the other. You would think I would say All's Justice is instantly better because it does have the spectating and it has lobbies. That kind of clears One Justice 2 free, right? Outside of that, but then now that you have more players on this game and interested in my hero at this point, you run into more ugly ass connections that's on Wi-Fi. As a fighting game player, first and foremost, that kind of hurts when they don't have the strongest netcode or rollback netcode. However, One Justice 2, it had some god tier netcode, but there was less people kind of playing it, I believe. It's not a landslide, to be honest with you, in some areas, but to be honest, it has to go to my hero's All's Justice, period. My big criteria for reviewing an anime game on this channel is if it has spectating mode and lobbies. To be honest, it's why most of your favorite creators are even here. From Afro to Papa Birdo to many other creators, because back in Storm 3, everybody got together and made content with each other to grow the community, and everybody was just playing this shit because they were just excited for 4. And I think when anime games don't at least have that feature, especially if they're fighting games or arena fighters, if you don't take them seriously as fighting games, they're still 1v1 like games most of the time. Why the hell do you not have spectating mode with lobbies? That is my biggest complaint with anime games. If it don't have it, I don't even want to cover it at that point. Lastly, let's talk about single player content. In One Justice 2, you did have like your time attack and your little side mission mode. But I do think the open world aspect of My Hero All's Justice is pretty cool. Having to team up missions and be able to just fly around that little area of the fake UA area where the final war took place is kind of a cool experience. Since they incorporated that shit in All's Justice, you do have your menu on the side and then you can just do whatever else you want to do when you close the phone, which is pretty saucy. I think it's pretty cool. I think this is a tie personally because it depends on what you like with your content. I can't give you an honest answer because, yeah, you might have more things to do in a single player offline content, but is it fun? Is it good? And it didn't do anything for me compared to what team up missions does in All's Justice. But I can understand different strokes for different folks, so you feel me? So for single player content, I'ma just get this hoe a tie. Which one has the better gameplay? Now, I've been seeing a lot of opinions online about which game has better gameplay, which one feels better overall, and I agree and I disagree with a lot of it on both ends of the spectrum. Let's start with My Hero's One Justice 2. My Hero's One Justice 2 made the main character your vehicle while you had assists to extend combos in a lot of ways. One huge difference in One Justice 2 compared to All Justice is that you did have assists and you had combo breakers in that game. Now here's my hot take that I never really said unless you've been around on this channel. I can't stand a lot of aspects of My Hero's One Justice 2. My current tier list in terms, and I ain't gonna say that, y'all gotta wait. I was gonna spoil y'all. From a fighting game fan perspective, I generally liked One Justice 1 more than I like One Justice 2. The assist breaker shit pissed me off, and then you get put in scenarios where you get push blocked and somebody hits you with some shit, now you wall splatted, and then the wall fighting in One Justice 2 made it unbearable for me to play personally. I was getting mad headaches seeing wall splats constantly early on in One Justice 2. Game could have evolved, meta could have changed, but as long as that mechanic is in that game, hell no. They need to never do that again. That is exactly why CC2 didn't do that shit all the way but story mode only. Thank you, Jesus, CC2. Y'all actually cooked on something good for once. I can't believe I'm praising CC2 for once. Man, that is so stupid. Shout out to Gal Winquote, and he generally loved My Hero's One Justice 3. He feels like the game is a complete downgrade and more degenerate compared to One Justice 2. That is the thing. However, with My Hero's All's Justice case, let's talk about it. My Hero's All's Justice dropped the assist thing. However, they made it like a tag fighter. Now, it's weird that you can't use the assist. You get what I'm saying? Like, I would like to be able to use my assist in gameplay, but that's the weird thing about it being a tag fighting game. It's like, yeah, you got characters, they want you to play with all three and learn all three, compared to you just having one character being your driving factor and learn how to use two strong ass assists to get you in on an opponent. One thing about One Justice that clears is the stages. One Justice stages are way better compared to All Justice stages, because some of the ones that are not, I'm gonna just say what I say in tournaments. If it ain't flat, it's whack. There's a lot of stages in All's Justice that have like different terrain, and even if you try to plop a plus ultra or even do something combo heavy, you could like literally bounce off the wall and it just drops. It's not about just having better execution. It's just the fact that when you finally get the hit in a scenario, you might not even get what you earned because the stage just collides with whatever the fuck you doing on screen, man. However, I have to give credit to One Justice 2. One Justice 2 also had dash cancels overall, and you had a lot of ways to interact with your character in a ways that were lost in translation to All's Justice. All's Justice, you don't have the dash cancels anymore, and certain combo routes are very normalized. However, in the game, depends on how you view tag fighting games. You've been able to do the combo then tag to the next character. To an extent, you don't need dash cancels anymore, to be honest with you. You don't really need them. So it all comes down to a damned if you do, damned if you don't type of scenario between both games gameplay for real. But as me being like an old Marvel vs. Capcom head, or just a person that likes DHCing, where you could just do your plus ultra into plus ultra into plus ultra, that is peak as hell to me because it keeps the combo going, and you just gotta hold that when you get hit, and I love that. When you get hit, you should die. Take all that damage. Take it all, ho. Also, what I really like about All Justice compared to One Justice 2 was that I like how they do breakers. See, in My Heroes One Justice 2, breaker coming back every time that bar refilled was more annoying to me than what I like about All Justice is that you do have 2 breaker dots at the beginning of the match, I believe, or at least 1 or 2 you get, and you only get it back when one character dies. Meaning you have to play neutral instead of just doing some dumb shit and then breaking when I get in every damn time. That's just how it felt early on. I remember having that exact feeling about One Justice 2. If I had to give my honest opinion on this, All Justice clears, in my honest opinion. Because there's elements on One Justice 2 that I just couldn't stand or play anymore. All in all, I do think My Hero All Justice is a better experience compared to One Justice 2. And regardless of how you feel, Bandai did their job. It has errors in a lot of other ways that they should have fixed, like the fucking copyright shit. Why it take y'all so long to fix that, huh? I don't even know if it's truly fixed, huh? Gosh. But I do think both of their games are beautiful in their own right, despite both of them having flaws. So Avataryaya, I'm out. Peace. Wallah.
Who's next?
Let's see who's stronger.